ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're fantastically well, as my heart is filled with joy and happiness. Just had a great weekend, and the market's good too. So yeah, I hope today can be of use to you all, and I hope you're in a very good mental headspace. I know it's tough, especially for anyone who's in lockdown at the moment. I know it's a difficult time, but hey, at least for us traders, we got some distractions in the form of some of the best little trending conditions we've seen in a very long time. And I will ask you to do this: like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications. I also want to share with you that I did a podcast on Friday. It was a longer one, and a number of people have reached out to me, and there's been a wide array of what has come from that podcast. It's a tradercobb crypto podcast, by the way. Should you be, thinking about what's he talking about? Tradercobb crypto podcast. I've had people reaching out from all things from mental health to the first time they've become a millionaire, and I love it all because there are times, if you listen to today's show, I won't go over it all again, but if you listen to the one that I just recorded, which will be going out shortly, there's, how do I put it? There's a level of commitment that's required for you to get places, right? And it requires, well, obviously a commitment, training, and all these things. For me, I sometimes get a little bit jaded at times, like I'm a public figure, only small, but I put myself out there, and the people that are negative are more vocal than the people that are positive. And if you've had a great experience, hey, let me know, because you have to know this, that it lights me up. It makes me so happy hearing about your success. Now, if you're in a bad place as well, and I'm the last port of call, you can contact me. Your part of that deal is to stick around until I can get to you, because I am busy, okay? But I will get to you. So to hear both lights me up. Obviously, the stories of your success, because it's a positive, makes me even happier. But I am here for you. If I am the last person on earth that you can contact, I am here for you. The deal is you stick around until I can call you, and I will call you if you need that. So it's been a really great weekend with some very positive messages and being able to help some people. And you kind of got the message. I think it was last, whatever the last live I did about the mental health and whatnot. And it touches me. I love it. The days where I think, if only I was just doing full-time investing and trading, and not having to run the business, because with a business, obviously, you've got to look after your staff. There's a lot to do. And there are times where you get a bit burnt out, you get a bit jaded, get a bit tired, but it's your stories of success or your request for assistance that really makes me happy. If it's, a bad one, it doesn't make me happy, but it lights me up that I'm able to actually be there for you. So I'm accessible, guys. I love you. And it's been a fantastic few days in my life, with some of the things I've done, but also hearing some of the stories, Thank you. And those of you that are positive, send them through. Let me know, because it does light me up. Okay, let's go to the top of the stream. G'day, Brendan, Jeffrey, Kaz, Winston. G'day, Winston. Andrew, Cam, Phil, Niels, Heidi, Rocco, Carolyn, Elliot, and Bob. G'day, mate. So what I want to do here is I want to have a little bit of a look at the top 10. Because I'm hearing, right, g'day, Tate. Good to see you, mate. What I'm hearing at the moment is an overwhelming side of bullishness. Everyone's pretty damn bloody bullish, and it's obvious as to why. I'll sort of counter that with the fact that often when everyone's bullish, we see a quick, sharp pullback. So that's not to suggest that I think that's going to happen, because don't forget, my job is to read the charts. I'm about to do that across the top 10 are most liquid and most market cap heavy of crypto market. And I'll read what it says. But yeah, just remember this, a lot of people had said to me after we got to 62 or 64,000, they didn't take any profits, and they were like, no, don't let that happen again. We have been fortunate to have another chance here. Now, I don't know how far the market's going to go. We might go to 100,000. We might go to 150,000. I just don't know. I don't. I'd like to think it's this new phrase of a super cycle. It would be great for that. But hope is not a strategy. Hope keeps you going, which is great, but it's not a strategy. So those that have not taken profits along the way, and it doesn't matter if you've got a small account and, you know, to take $500, you think, oh, it's not much, I may as well leave it in the market. Incorrect. Because at the end of the day, if you can't manage a $10,000 account and you know, feed the profit engine, so put it in your bank, and that could be in stable coins, it could be in your actual bank account, and there's a whole plethora of options that are available these days, then you're not going to be able to manage that properly when you get to 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, you know, you're not. So, it's all training. What you do today and what you do now throughout this period of time is going to start to sort of print the behaviors as you do increase that portfolio and your ability and your skill set and your profits for you to continue on. Don't be greedy, be smart, think about what's going to be able to help you out. And I tell you, I've always said it, you got to make your profits become something tangible. All right? You have to have tangible things for the work that you've done. All right. Okay. Hope you didn't lend Nugget any BTC. No. When we walked away from that, affiliation that we had about, might be 19, 20 months ago, 18 months ago. I haven't heard from the gentleman since. I haven't heard from him since. I don't want me calling him a gentleman. It's just my nature to call a man a gentleman. I haven't heard a damn thing. Anyway, does anyone who works at tradercobb have to have a shaved head? Rocco, if you have a magnificent mane, like a Fabio mane, you might just get a job if we can do a live shave for charity. How about that? You've got to have some sort of skill set. All right, let's get stuck into the markets right now. Let's have a look. Bitcoin, of course, has pushed through 50,000. Now, we're not too far ahead of that, only $372, but it is a nice thing to see. Now, the chart's telling me a couple of things. One, we've seen a pullback, one on the daily, solid one. Another solid one here. We've pushed it on again. What I want to see, however, is I want to see Bitcoin just boof, really say goodnight to 50,000. And the reason being is we haven't moved that far from the, look at this high. We did have a small pullback here, then a bigger one, right? We didn't see much of a move here, then we pulled back. Then we've moved to this high. We still haven't cleared the highs by very much. And if you look down here at the MACD, we're actually divergent. A more intense or stronger rally in Bitcoin right now will help to get that MACD into the convergence stage, which will help my confidence in the market itself. Now, let's just squirrel down to the weekly. Let's not forget 5 weeks in a row. Those 5 weeks of about 70-odd% to where we are now. There you go, it's just shy of 72% or thereabouts. In 5 weeks straight. This is our 6th week, which has started with a 2% day thus far. We will see a pullback at some stage. Will we see it like this? Bloody hope so. But hope, again, is not a strategy. It's been a meteoric rise on Bitcoin of late. And for me, I want to see that convergence come back in. I want to see it kick like a freaking mule. The 4 hour as well, you'll note right now, we're not convergent yet. We've pulled back in after the consolidation. We've moved. We've got to kick harder, faster, longer, stronger, further. Oh, what's the Daft Punk? Way too long a pause there. Harder, faster. You know that song, the Daft Punk song? And why did they tell us they were splitting up? Why couldn't they just not have released another album? Like, to know that we're never going to get another one? Come on, man. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, I want to see the 4 hour get convert. I want to see us really, honestly, have a good run up into the 54s, 55s, clear that 50 grand mark. Well, that would be perfect. So from Bitcoin, we go to Ethereum, and Ethereum to me is a very interesting chart right now, and I'll show you why. Just mark that little puppy in there. Now you can see we put, like, keep in mind Ethereum went bananas, right? You look at the Ethereum rise. Bitcoin was 72, let's call it. We've got 95. So fair bit more than Bitcoin, obviously. We pulled back. We've bounced up, a little pullback here, and now we're pushing up through here. Now we're divergent on the break, don't get me wrong, but just that sort of chippy choppy chip with that higher low, oh, could it just kick on through and absolutely belt the lights out? We are only, let's do this, from that level, we're only, and I say only, but it's 31%. We've just moved 94. We're not far from all-time highs, bro. So, want to see it really just stomp. But a big driving candle through there. Let's hit a 10-15% day on Ethereum. And I think that would probably throw the gauntlet down at Bitcoin. If Ethereum can smash through that level and get us up to, 3,800 or something like that by the end of this week, I think it really, depending of course on what Bitcoin does, it really throws that gauntlet down on the conversation topic of the flippening and all that sort of stuff. Now, I don't care whether it does or it doesn't. The fact of the matter is that if it was to really push on hard, we may just see some special stuff going on. And if we do see that, we'll see more opportunity. Now, we are a little bit stuck around that resistance with a very messy, look at this. It's been a messy period. There's nothing that interests me from a trading perspective. I will say this, though. I've had a couple of projects that have run on quite well of late. And instead of converting my, part of my profits to stable coins, which is, I run my crypto like it's my bank, right? I've started to put some back into ETH again. Don't forget, I did sell a bunch of my ETH, and it's actually now above the price point at which I sold. So I have been waiting for a decent pullback. Haven't had one. The consolidation's given me the impetus to really look to start to get a bit more Ethereum on board. So Ethereum looking strong. If it can just get through that level, and a good 5, 6, 7, 10% day would really throw that gauntlet down. XRP having a little snooze in here. It's like, and I don't blame it. Why? Because look at this weekly. 2 weeks ago, we did 65%, man. 4.5% down last week with a rejection. Let's look at where that rejection came from and ended up closing. It regathered something around the realms of 16 to 17%. It was no slouch. It's just a shame that a lot of the candles are really big through here. But again, there is certainly nothing that looks too bearish about XRP to me. We've got to break up through this high. Oh, geez. Just about watered my keyboard there. We've got to break through this high to carry that through. There's not much really. Right. Oh, hang on. Actually, one moment. There's a little level. By the way, I've got to keep an eye on time because I've got to get back to the little kidlets. Okay. There's nothing there yet. It's a reference point at best. It's gone straight up. If it builds into there, perhaps. But so far, so no. There's nothing really there. But again, it does look strong. Bitcoin Cash we spoke of last week. Look, I didn't end up taking that position. The candle just got a little bit big for me, and I didn't take it. Now, I don't know if you got 1-to-1. It would have been, I don't know, close or not. It looks relatively close. Some of the others that set up, like IOTA and whatnot, did do that. But again, it's very, look at the XRP. Pull back, up, pull back. Bitcoin Cash, up, pull back, up, pull back. Nice. Before I go any further, oh, sheesh, there's a lot of comments I've missed. Sorry. Harder, better, faster, stronger, mate. Rocco. Got it. Bear market drops and sleeps like a hibernating bear. Bull market charges upwards like a raging bull. I called for a 20% daily candle on LAC. What's LAC? Oh, ETH. Okay, gotcha. You got it. Before you shout scam, have you ever paid any attention to Hex? No one has ever been scammed on Hex. Oh, no, I haven't. Don't forget, I'm a trader. I'm not interested in going into the things that I have. You know, I mean, yeah, okay, I can invest. I've made money in crypto as an investor and a trader, but I've only been doing that for 4 years. I'm not the sort of person that you're still waiting on one-to-one cash. All right, thank you for letting me know. I'm not the sort of person that does 3 or 4 years and then thinks they're an expert, mate. 16 years strong trading under some of the best mentors that I could possibly get in front of. So, yeah, yes, I've done well in crypto, but trading is what I talk about. As far as Hex goes, I don't have a clue. I don't really care. I know lots of people done very well. Good on you. Excellent. Great. I'm stoked for you. But as far as any opinions, no, I don't hold them. I don't have those sorts of things. I just do what I'm good at. All right, Dot, look at that for a trendo. Actually, let's look at this. I could have bought Dot around $10, and now it's gone up to $29, $38, 184% flip the bed. Look at it last week. Oh my goodness. Bang. From having the worst looking weekly chart out of the top 10, there was no high or low or anything. It really just went absolutely flip the bed of bananas. Right. Now this is one that I do have a little bit of regret not taking that. I did take another position today. It wasn't on Dot. But looking at this chart now, I mean, look at this. Into the cradle zone, move, in, move. Now, by the way, I'm not saying these were trades. This was, I took that one. Up, back, up, back, up, back, up. Bit messy, clean, back. Bullish candle. I wouldn't kick it out of bed for farting. It looks very, very nice at the moment, of course. And if we go back to that daily, you can see, you know, there will be a pullback at some stage, and I guess I might be subconsciously holding out for that to get my trade on. Either way, it looks pretty bloody tasty. Nothing there right now. Litecoin, ooh, tickling that resistance. It's got to kick on. It's got to, you know, fish your hands. What does he do? You got to blast up through here and get that cyclicity kicking back. It's not doing it right now. It's not had the same level of consolidation as we've seen on Ethereum. It's pulled back, it's moved. It's got to kick on harder, faster, whatever. Rocco will fill in the blanks. Doge, messy, not really inspiring. And it hasn't been for a long time, to be fair. Yeah, we've seen the odd big pump days, but look at the messiness of the chart. Let's go to the 4 and have a look at that. Look at this. Whoopsh, 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 whoopsh. It's just, I'm a very big believer in, you know, they say that dogs' behavior sort of underpins their owner. I think the markets are the same. And I've thought this for a long time. Doge was thrown to hype by Elon Musk. And let's be honest, before old Elon craze, this is what happened. It was Reddit first, then Elon. Massive move. Now, the erratic nature that we see represented on our chart is also akin to the erratic behavior. The erratic behavior of the people, the underlying market participants, which are a lot of clueless people. And don't take offense to that if you hold Doge. It's not meant to be offensive. It's an observation from me to you. So it's a crap chart. It's not tradable at the moment. It's very messy. The second cyclicity comes in, it disappears, and I'm not interested. There you go. It was down last week, 7.5, meh, whatever. Binance had a cracker of a day, had a cracking week actually. Let's start there. Last week, don't forget, it's only up 8.36%. I love the fact that I still say only. The week before, well, that was a belter, 21. But the bottom line is this, right? Look at this bounce that we've seen, and today is nearly 7%. It's a belter. It is moving really well. And this is the sort of chart that I'll go to the lowers. The problem that I've got at the moment on the lowers, when I say lowers, I mean lower time frames, is it's just straight line for the last 8 to 10 hours. There's not really much cyclicity in there. You drop to the 15, and again, it's just hanging up there. So there's not much to really do with it apart from go golf clap. Yeah, nice. We're waiting for our opportunity there. Cardano, I mean, when we talk about knocking it out of the park, we cannot go past the old ADA. Best week of the top 10, I believe, up 24.93%. Don't forget, that's following on from being up 52% the week before and 3.12% now. Let's have a look at that 1 month chart, and let's just have a look at the reality of buying at $1, which you could do. 111. Bingo. What a ripper. This is crypto. Welcome to the party. Fantastic moves, fantastic trends. We are now convergent. Look at this pullback here. We go this high to this high. We're convergent. Check the 2. Oh, that's going in my watch list. Pull back into the cradle zone into here. You little ripper. I'll be all over that. Like melted cheese on avocado with a little bit of cracked pepper and salt on top. Yes, it goes well. So Cardano just killing the pig. And finally, on a Uniswap, I'll probably have to change this top 10 again shortly, as it's just sort of bing, bing, bing all over the shop. She was down last week, 6%, the daily. Bit sticky. You know, we were able to capture, I think a lot of people caught this move here, which was back on the 8. Where was that? Yeah, back over here. So a lot of my clients got right up in its grill here, locking in that profit. Big moves, great profits. But it's kind of, I always talk about the market when it fails to move higher and whatnot. It's kind of like holding your arms out horizontally. It's fine for the first 30 seconds, minute. But if you can make 10 minutes, your arms start to become the heaviest things on earth. And the longer you hang out there whilst trying to move higher and failing with divergence, the more likely we are to see a pullback. Now, not only the pullback on the 8 hour, but if we look at that daily, it's starting to look a little bit starved of momentum to me. Now, that's not to say it's going to fall, but it is to say that the opportunities for the time being have since passed, and it's not one that is on my list at the moment. So, to wrap that up, the market looks very strong. Don't forget the crypto is wild, which means that just because the market's strong doesn't mean it won't pull back. Don't be greedy with your money. Don't be greedy with your trades. Don't be greedy with your investments. We always teach to take out at 1-to-1 for your first target until you get that developmental phase where you can look back at your trading results and go, well, I'm better off doing this. And it's because of risk management. It's because of not being greedy. When it comes to the investment side, I think it's important to make sure that you at least, put some money aside because, you're doing this for a reason. So make it tangible. Enjoy it. Buy your kids a great birthday present that they never thought they'd get. Buy your nan whatever nan's like, a subscription to Reader's Digest. Do something nice for your neighbor. Do something nice for yourself, your wife, your husband, whatever, but do something because we will see a pullback at some point. Long may this market continue to be bullish, but the reality is you want to just be scraping a little bit off to the side to make sure that you're good and that you got something there. Love you to death. As always, if you need me, I am here. The deal is you stick around until I can get to you. I will get to you. Okay? Go and get onto the podcast, tradercobb Crypto podcast. There's a good one that's gone out probably in the last 20 minutes that I've been talking. Go to tradercobb.com if you want to get onto the free course and then beyond. Now, I will say this one thing while you are here. That free course is going to change. There won't be as much on that free course shortly. Okay? Just so you know, you've been warned. If you haven't done it, go and get it and go and get it quick because we are working on ways to help people get through it faster. And also, we're a business. We're not a non-for-profit. We want to make sure that we do well also. So, take my heads up. Go get it now. Like, share, subscribe. Be kind to people. Speak to people. Be nice. Be loving. Be nurturing. And be yourself. You. Markets look good. I hope you're well. Thanks, everyone. Catch you later.